What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great Friday and hope you're getting your teams ready for the Gameweek 8 deadline at 4 o'clock. But before we do that, there is just a quick little video from last night's stream on the FPL Wildcats for you guys to watch. If you didn't know about the FPL Wildcats, it's a stream I do with FPL Nimfria, FPL TV and Kurtjoy, where we talk about everything relating to the up-and-coming game week. So here's a quick clip from that, and if you do enjoy it, please go over and check out the Wildcats channel, top link in the description, hit that like button and subscribe, and hope to see you at our next live stream.
FPL Stray says, he would like to know, should we really be looking to get rid of Spurs assets due to the difficult fixtures coming up? So, Kurt, you have Sunrise. Are you looking to get rid of them ahead of their difficult fixture turn?
No.
Is it just Sun you've got, or have you got like?
Well, I mean, it's like, would you say if you owned Aguero or Man City have got a couple of tough fixtures, I might not play Aguero. Would anyone to hell? It's a ridiculous question. We forget that. Granted, he's a bit of a dinosaur, I still think, but Spurs are managed by a top-class manager. I mean, I don't want to sound blunt, but it's a ridiculous question. So of course not. They're my star players. Son got in the last 3 game weeks has got me about 50 points, I think, with the 2 captain's armbands on him. Or the 3 captain's armbands, sorry.
Yeah.
Spurs are still a quality side. We're acting as if Spurs are, oh, you know what? Spurs are doing well, but their predicted finish is 18th. So, they're playing well ahead of where they should be. They're finally playing well. This is a Spurs side that should have been up there years ago. Keeps on giving us little hints. Oh, are we? No, we're going to go down. But no, I think it's an awful question. Of course, I'm going to keep him.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I'm always a form person over fixtures, as you guys know. So if I can marry the two together, then fantastic. But for me, it's always about the form. And I do have both. I have Kane and Son. And yes, it is tempting to sell one of them, especially with City's run about to turn. And I am very worried about KDB, as you know, just been during the stream trying to shoehorn him in. But that would be my only way, I think, would be selling one of Son or Kane at the moment to get him in. And I know the fixtures are difficult, but I just can't look at that team at the moment and not see them still nabbing something in those games the way, the league is at the moment. So I think it'll be, for me, knowing the amount of fires that I have to put out, I'll probably end up keeping them at least, 1, 2 of those difficult games and letting me get a look at how they're going to do in those matches before moving them on, and whilst I put out some of the fires, should they not perform very well in those matches, then I can reconsider. But I'm not in a desperate kind of panic. I don't look at those fixtures and think, oh God, that's it now, I have to get off of these players. In fact, I'm kind of hoping everyone does get off of these players and they continue to do well. But I kind of agree with Kurt. Not really on the best manager thing, but we'll move on from that. Brett, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit different to you two. I completely agree with what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. But with me, I always get, because I'm having such a bad season, I always look for opportunities to try and shoot up the rankings, and because they're both so heavily owned and because their fixtures do turn for the, pretty bad after West Brom, to me, I do see an opportunity there. It's not a guaranteed win to get rid of them and go for differentials, but there's a chance to bet against them, Man City, Chelsea away, Arsenal, Palace away, Liverpool away, Leicester, Wolves away. There's 7 game weeks there where I'm probably not going to captain Kane. So because I've got Son quite cheap and he's gone up quite a bit, and I always love Son too, so he's more affordable. Like I might keep him on the wild card. I forgot to mention I've got the wild card. So next week and I probably
just drop
wildcard.
that in there. Forgot to mention, guys.
No, but this changes. This is why it's in my mind, because
changes everything, guys. I'm going to beat you all. I've got to work out.
He can change his whole side and not worry about hits and
Yeah,
the
hell
yes,
yeah.
I can basically use the funds from Kane. And now, look, Spurs are on fire, and Man City aren't. But I'm having a terrible season. So if I've got to put my money on Man City being differentials with Burnley at home, Fulham at home, West Brom at home, you know, it's not a bad gamble to take. Let's put it that way. It could massively pay off because, yeah, their fixtures are so good. So by dropping Kane, which I'm almost certainly going to do on the wild card, Son's still questionable. You know, I'm looking at like Vardy and De Bruyne and maybe Sterling. And yeah, because I've got the chance to really overhaul my squad, they would be the kind of make weights, you know, the players to drop with their bad fixtures. Of course, it's a massive risk because they're so heavily owned.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's ever a time to take the gamble, it would be next week because their fixtures do turn, you know.
Jay,
I'm somewhere in the middle of all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Because sit on the fence time. Well, look, the reason that I'm not probably going to jump off is because I have fires to put out elsewhere, and they've been performing. So this season, I want to always focus my moves on fixing the parts of my side that I think need fixing, and not get lured to new toys, even though the toys I've currently got are working fine. So I don't want to transfer out Son and Kane when I have a defence that's in absolute shatters.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, do I need a double Spurs attack when they have these fixtures? When I could bring in someone like Sterling or KDB that could have a great run right now? Because I'm not, like Brett said, I'm not going to captain these two in these fixtures. So, do I need two of them? Yes, they might still carry on their great run. But
it's just who do you drop out of Kane or Son at the moment? They're both so good that it's like which one of those do you?
Bring in Moses Sissoko.
I would get rid of Kane myself personally.
Yeah.
Really, even though he's just tapping them away for fun at the moment. I mean, he scored again tonight.
What we've seen from Kane is when needed, he drops deep to play through the likes of Son. When these fixtures get more difficult and there's space behind, is Kane going to do what he did against Southampton?
I don't think that has been the case though since they bought in what's his face from Southampton. That's the one, Højbjerg. I don't think he has done that anywhere near.
Kane's not dropping deep to defend. Kane's dropping deep to create because they haven't got Eriksen anymore.
So if that's Kane dropping deep to create and he's getting
he'll still get assists. Yeah, but I think Son being a midfielder, goals get more points, and Kane dropping deeper. So
Kane in the big games falling over for a penalty, not interested.
Well, every top player is going to fall over.
It's the price.
I see more room to bring in a striker around Kane's price, say a Vardy, or if I wanted to stick with Werner, or drop to strikers that are doing well. Whereas in midfield now, I feel like I feel in midfield, Son is one of my best
back in training.
Jesus, I'm interested in.
Gabriel Jesus as well. Like what you've all said is like I can understand what every one of you has said, and having the wild card does change things a bit for me. I think I'm in a bit of a different situation because it does that funds from Kane allows me to really build a squad for the future. If I didn't have a wild card, then of course, you know, like Jay said, I'd have fires of my own. So why would I get rid of two of the best players in the game right now? But this is like my opportunity to try. By going without Spurs, it wouldn't be because I don't think they're great options. It just seems like a good time with Man City's fixtures turning to try and do something a bit different, you know? So like Jay said, I mean, like game week 10, Leicester at home to Fulham. I like Vardy as a captain option there, maybe, you know, I'm looking at these differentials. Man City with Jesus instead of Kane, you know, could captain Jesus as a differential.
Yeah, I did think about Jesus this week, but I'm just not sure
he's going to go. Did you dream about him?
No.
Well, I'm not interested.
I've had no dreams on players recently, just saying, you know.
To be fair, you're slacking.
I haven't been doing much sleeping at the moment, to be honest. I've been watching a lot of the American elections.
I don't know about that.
Why is everyone so fascinated with the American elections?
Because
I don't live in America.
It affects the world, unfortunately. If that
yeah.
orange donut gets in for
It does,
4
but
years,
no
everyone
offence,
else's lives are going to go down.
I haven't liked any of the possibilities after Barack Obama anyway. But
Yeah. Either way, I just
I do like his
current
dance.
affairs
So
and
Trump's
find it
dance is
interesting.
quite funny.
What? Give over. Come on now. There's only one man for dancing in there, Brett. Mustafa.
Who name? Who's the dancer?
Mustafa. You should.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Brett was like, "Are you talking about my dancing or yours?"